Can you remember the time when you walked into your home at the end of the day and everything just felt really loud? The questions felt loud, the noise felt loud, even the silence felt loud, the ringing in your ears that felt unbearable. Or when was the last time you snapped at something small? A dropped spoon, a repeated question, an unfinished chore that you had to do, and after you thought to yourself, why did that bother me so much? Let me reassure you with something I wish more high-performing parents would understand or know. You're not a reactive parent, you're an overstimulated human being. I have been there, and this is normal. Today I want to help you understand exactly why this happens and, more importantly, what you can do to bring calmness back into your home without losing yourself in the process. So what is overstimulation? Overstimulation isn't a weakness. It's what happens when your nervous system is carrying more input than it can actually process at a given time. As a high-performing parent, you manage decisions, conversations, what I call emotional labour, deadlines, conflicts, problem solving, and finally expectations. You spend your entire day thinking, anticipating, responding, monitoring, and adjusting. So by the time you walk through the door at home, your system has already reached its limit. It has absorbed a lot. Your family isn't the cause. They're simply the final input your body is just unable to cope with or absorb. This is why you can manage chaos at work but get triggered by a small noise at home. It's not the volume of the noise, it's the volume of everything that came before it. So why do high performers snap more at home than at work? Here's the part that no one will ever talk about. You have more emotional bandwidth at work than at home. Why? Because work is structured, it's predictable. You know the rules, you know your role, you know what's expected of you. However, at home, it's the complete opposite. Home is spontaneous, it's emotional, it's unfiltered. In fact, home can be messy. And everyone wants something different from you at the same time. At work, you're the leader. At home, you're the emotional anchor. It's the emotional expectations, not the people, that are overwhelming. This becomes overstimulation. Do you remember a time when you were cooking, answering a question, thinking about work, and someone else asked you something and it just felt like the last straw, that you just had had enough? Or when was the last time you felt your body tighten before you even spoke? That is the tension of overstimulation. And when you don't understand it, it looks like impatience. But it's really your system saying, I am at my limit, I'm at my capacity, this is too much. If you are in this moment, try what I would call the sensory reset. It literally will take you 60 seconds. This is one of the fastest ways to bring your system out of that overwhelm. When you feel irritation rising from inside, the first step is to reduce your input. Turn off one sense. Dim the light. Step into a quieter space. Close your eyes. Lower the volume. Turn away from the visual clutter. The next step is to slow your breathing. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Your exhale signals, I'm safe, to your nervous system. Step 3, release the jaw and shoulders. Overstimulation lives in the jaw and the neck. Soften them. In 60 seconds, you go from reactive to regulated. To prevent the situation from happening in the first place, try the boundary and buffer step. When you first arrive home, instead of being completely on, say to whoever's in the house, give me 5 minutes, I need to switch gears, I need to let my head settle, and then I'm all yours. This works well in our madhouse. We find it works really well. Boundaries don't distance connection, they protect it. The buffer isn't for avoidance, it's really for a nervous system recalibration. It allows you to catch your breath. Another helpful step is to try the step out, step back method. This is for those moments when you feel a snap is about to come. Step out, physically take one step back. This interrupts the neurological impulse to react. Step down, drop your shoulders, drop your jaw. Your body governs your tone. Step back in, re-enter with a grounding question. For example, what do you need from me right now? What? Can you say that again slowly? I want to understand. Let's start again. This method turns reaction into presence. This reminds me of me many years ago. I remember thinking, I don't understand how I can handle a full crisis at work, but bedtime with my kids it drives me mad. It literally drives me bonkers. After a while, I realised that work challenges really stimulated me. Home challenges overstimulated me. One stretches, one overloads. This is when I started this simple 3-minute recalibration ritual before walking inside. Our bedtimes became calmer, connection grew, and I stopped snapping. Not because I became more patient, but because I became less overstimulated. Remember, you're not losing your patience, you're losing your capacity, and capacity can be rebuilt, re-regulated, protected. You don't need to be calmer, you need to be less overwhelmed. So tonight, instead of asking, why am I like this at home? Ask yourself, what is my nervous system carrying that my family doesn't see? When you understand overstimulation, you stop blaming yourself and you start supporting yourself. And that changes the whole tone of your home. Give this a go and let me know in the comments how you get on.